welcome to the show. We thank God you can view the show whether you're in your living room, your bedroom, your kitchen, or any other area in your home. We're excited to bring you DAP Ministries Presents. I'm your host, the Reverend Willie Williams Jr., excited about the information you're going to receive. I was talking on last week and saying about information that can help with our rebuild, helping people become restored back in maybe a little bit better in their homes, in their neighborhood. And so I always talk about going down to the lower ninth ward and seeing the devastation, but realizing the restoration the Lord is doing. And I can tell you, it's not just in the lower ninth ward where they have bad streets. You can get some areas in the uptown area. I'm going to talk to a co-host about that. But in the uptown area as well, they got some bad streets, and they're so bad. I think a lot of mechanics are making money because your front end can be knocked out of line, and you might lose a whole tire, front end, and it's just that bad. It's that bad. And look, that's not the cause of Hurricane Ida. That's just the cause of living in the city. Again, we do say to you, go down to the lower ninth ward and see that area. There are some pastors that I know and personally have been involved with, the Reverend Charles Duplessis in Mount Nebo Church on Flood Street, and Reverend Pastor Terry Catherine on Egania Street, and the Reverend Byron Johnson on Alamo Street. There are some pastors that are working, and they're doing some things. As I said a couple of weeks ago, Pastor Charles Duplessis did a giveaway where he had a tractor trailer full of all kind of supplies that help the citizens in that area: water, food, clothing. I mean, it was a blessing just to be there. I was fortunate to have an opportunity to assist him and help him unload the truck. But I say to you, we're really interested in seeing how you made out since Hurricane Ida, and what problems that you may be occurring in your rebuild, whether it's roof damage, whether it's flooding, whatever. Let us know so we can find some agencies, some organizations that are interested in helping and volunteering and helping you become whole. Again, we have our co-host on. He's the person that I tell you, he can tell you about the uptown area and some of the streets, but he can also tell you about what's happening locally, nationally, and even a global appeal. And he comes in the person of Reverend Darrell Smith. He also knows no boundaries about the problems that we're having here in this new month of October. Mm-hmm. So Reverend Smith, any new information? Because I got to come back and give some old information about Union, but any new information that
since you said it, like you always say, whether you're in your living room, dining room, kitchen, bath, wherever you're watching on TV, I remind everyone, whether you're on your desktop, your laptop, your smartphone, digital ways of looking, don't forget to join us online, Vimeo and YouTube. And just the idea of watching this broadcast the way it is, and rewatching it. I like to say it like that, rebroadcasting. And so I also want to make mention of the fact that I'm glad you talked about how the community, the Corps of Engineers, and all the other fine people that came out and helped. I mean, I stayed for the hurricane. I stayed. It was a week without power. Someone helped me with a generator. So I was like from that Sunday to the Thursday.
You had a little air conditioning?
Well, no air conditioning. They had the door open, kept the door open and everything. But that Thursday all the way to that Sunday when the power came back on, that's when we had the generator running and everything. And so it was good to have. And then I found out where they had cooling stations. And
you went there?
Oh, yeah. Hats off. And I know you're not supposed to salute inside, but hats off to
To the city?
To the city, and I'm uptown, like you said, uptown representative. It's a Lion Center on Chapatoulas and Louisiana Avenue. They had a cooling center. The gym was so cold. The first day I went, I said, next time I come, I have to bring a jacket.
Was that good?
It was that cold, yeah. The Salvation Army and World Kitchen was serving food outside. They had a charging station. The first day I had to share, a socket with somebody, but the second day I learned because I brought my jacket and I brought a surge protector with a extended wire. So not only could I plug in my phone and my utilities and my devices, I had 5 other outlets that was there on there.
Mm-hmm.
So people came, can I use your plug? I said, sure,
So you were helping out in the
I was
community
helping
way?
out. Yeah.
Okay.
So again, we say hats off to the city for providing, and that's just uptown. I know they did it downtown. They did it all.
Well, I mean, you can't do it if you don't have power in different areas.
Well, they had it running. They had it running.
I know. I think they had cooling centers at Joe Brown Park.
Right.
They had cooling centers at Melanie. So different areas, and they probably had backup generators.
They had
as
backup
well.
generators. In
Yeah.
fact, when I went there, I think I went that Monday, Tuesday. I think that Wednesday the generator went out because I guess so many people were plugging in things and everything. So they were out for about a couple of hours, but then about 10 o'clock they came back on and everything. But the main thing is resources were there.
Mm-hmm.
Resources were there, and we took advantage of it. I ran into so many, well, I shouldn't say this right or wrong, I ran into so many free giveaways that I had to turn some away,
Is that right?
Well, yeah, and me, I never turned down free food, but yeah, but when I was in that long, I want to make that correction. When I was in that long line from Mahalia Jackson, the police officer told me you have to go down Esplanade and turn that Rampart and then get in that line. I was in that long line, but I said I went outside to the lady in front of me who was a car in front of me. I says, "Is this the line for Mahalia Jackson where you pick up supplies?" She said, "Yeah." She talked to the guy in front of her. Well, when we got to that turn right there by, right by Congo Square,
mm-hmm.
and you make the little turn, that's where I thought we were supposed to go. What happened was a lady came who had just came getting supplies. She says, no, this is the gas line. People were in that long line to get gas.
What?
The line to get supplies and everything was so short when you made that turn right there around the way.
Right.
That was the line for the
giveaway.
For the giveaway. And when I did that, it was just like, how many you need? How many in the family? All like that. Yeah, it was
smooth.
It was smooth. I won't say I was in the wrong line, but I was in the long line. But after I got to that point where I could turn, that's when it was a short line. There was no line, But the main thing is, people had to wait a long time for gas and all like that. I do want to share something right fast, and then we could use this as a subject matter because how gas prices are going up and how food is going up. But I want to mention also about another giveaway that I am aware of and that you might be aware of because I think you're part of it. So can I Can I share that? I got to put my glasses on.
I wish you would. You got to see it.
Yes, I have it on a text message. But anyway, it says, "Come and be blessed. Back to school supply giveaway and COVID vaccine outreach." And it's not as large in here. Hold on. Okay. Beloved, I wish above all things that thou mayest prosper and be in good health, even as thy soul prospered. 3 John 1 and 2. All this is going to be taking place on Saturday, October the 2nd, 2021, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m.
What did you say, 2021? Yeah.
Yeah. Don't scare me now.
You got me going, man.
On Saturday, October 2nd, 2021, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the True Love Missionary Baptist Church, 2710 Phillip Street, New Orleans, Louisiana, 70113. Reverend Dr. Willie Williams, Jr., the pastor. Face mask required. And so, thank God for True Love Missionary Baptist Church putting on this back-to-school supply giveaway and COVID vaccine outreach. I also understand that they're going to have shoes?
Women's shoes.
Women's shoes, okay.
Women's shoes.
Women's shoes. So, yeah, I'm glad to see that you're helping out in the community and everything.
Yeah, that's a great opportunity, especially for the vaccine.
Mm-hmm.
We want to get to the point where we don't have to wear masks anymore.
Right.
And I want to say, get to the point where we don't have to social distance anymore, but let's keep on wearing our masks. Let's keep on social distance till this pandemic is passed. Let me get this information out too, and I'll give another portion out on the second half of the show. The City of New Orleans is helping residents with insurance deductions. For more information, you can contact Richard Bozeman at 504-658-4350. 504-658-4350. Or you can email at rnbozeman at NOLA.gov. And you can fill out an application.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Now, well, I got something similar, but it just said NOLA.gov. So here, I want you to do me a favor. During the break, why don't you forward me that text?
I'll forward it to you. Yes.
So,
Again, and we're interested because when they do the tally about Hurricane Ida, financially, the highest tally for our city and even our state was Hurricane Katrina. But when they do the tally, they're going to find out that Ida, because of the particular damage, it's going to be higher than Katrina.
and you would think that Katrina was worse because of the flooding.
Right.
But there was a lot of wind, the power was out, and I mean, we were spared the flooding, but I know
Other people got the flooding. Yeah.
and all the St. Charles Parish.
I had pictures of people in Homer, their houses totally demolished. And I think it's mentioned on the news that some people in front of their house sleeping in tents. And the reason that they're doing that is because people are looting. Yeah. That the misery of disaster is as some people step up and do the right thing, but some people step down and do worse. We'll talk about that probably a little bit later about that, because on last week I mentioned the importance of be careful on the people that you consider contractors. You need to check their credentials. You need to check their policies. And when I say policy, if you're going to do my roof or you're going to do the construction in the inside of my house, what is your requirement? Do you require a down payment? And look, it is incumbent upon the homeowner first to make sure this person is legally licensed,
Right.
not only in our state, but any other state that they're representing, because I can tell you it really happens. People that are licensed and they do work, they do shady and shoddy work. The government, the law enforcement, when you put in, I want to say a complaint against them, they search it up, and when they search it up, they find out, yes, some of these people, they got the license, but they got your money and they ain't doing any work.
Right.
And so I know it's the State Department. They will go and research and find out, and they've found some of these people have done these things, and they have arrested them.
Yeah.
And some of them have served time. Some of them, I think, are still in jail.
I was going to say, since you said it like that, we remember Katrina.
Right.
And I won't say if we hadn't learned our lesson then, but criminal mind is still there.
Yeah.
Trying to take advantage of the weak.
And what you're saying is so true, because